And looking at what you've said, it seems to be so powerful. Are you going to do this as an individual? How are you going to ensure that at least this becomes to its success, so that people from Eastern region can really enjoy your leadership as a SEC member?
Thank you so much. We need to be true to ourselves and say that there is no home that has no challenges in terms of disagreements. Even the Bible, they tell us that Satan was an angel, but was chased away. Even here in Uganda, realize that we've had leaders move from one political party to another. But also, we know that there are people who have stood the tests that come in various communities, including parties, and they have remained together. That's the reason as to why you see that the NRM party has been here, now leading this country, from NRA to now NRM, for 40 years. And we're moving forward because we have a leader who is visionary. Now, if you want to unite people, first of all, if you want to lead the people, you need to realize that you as a person, you're not the most intelligent. When you realize that you're not the most important, you're not the most intelligent, then you realize that you need everyone. For everyone brings some brick of intelligence, some brick of skill, some brick of energy. That's what we call teamwork. Team, T-E-A-M, is an abbreviation of T is together, E, each one, A, achieves, M, more. So together, each one of us will achieve more, with Lumumba being a SEC member. So my leadership with disagreements here, camping here and there within the party, is all about looking at President H.E Museveni. How does he handle his issues? Because he's our mentor, all of us. He's our super mentor. So how does he handle? You find that President Museveni has been positioned to work with people in opposition. Some of the leaders within the NRM currently, the Speaker of Parliament was in opposition. Yes. Was in FDC, including the Deputy Speaker of Parliament. And not only them, various leaders. Yeah, Sebugwao, Madam Sebugwao, the Senior Minister of ICT, was one of the big wigs in FDC. DP, Nombati Mao is working with President H.E Museveni, and so on and so forth. So you need to look at how does President H.E Museveni deal with various or diverse ideas, diverse energies. How does he look at diversity to be actually a benefit? How does he derive power from diversity? And this is what I'm doing. I'm a student of President H.E Museveni. I've read most of his articles and books. I've been at Chankwanzi and I saw where Uganda came from. Those who liberated our country, some of them didn't have even sandals, slippers. Others had trousers. Yeah, basically just something here to protect their private parts. Others didn't have even t-shirts. But they went and liberated our country from tyranny, from sectarianism. And so if you look at that history, and then you look at the privileges you are enjoying today, the only best thing you can do is to make sure that you are listening to everyone, you're being a good listener, and then you're asking, okay, if you have this idea, how do we make it in a way that moves everyone forward, but not hold us forward, hold us behind? The reason why we're having this inner camping and fighting is because people fail to look at President Museveni as the mentor. People fail to realize that we have a Uganda, which is this motherland. We don't have another Uganda. People fail to realize that today you're here, tomorrow you're not here. Another person is going to be here to lead this country, to lead your constituency, to lead your village. So you're not the Omega and Alpha.
So people should accept change.
people should accept change when it comes, so long as that change is pro-development.
Yes.
So right now we are saying, within the NRM, we cannot invent another will. Because it will take us long. So the will we have is that of President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. However, in that will we are saying, some of the rusted spokes to GMO, we to say more, but he has served, with all due respect, Captain Mike Mukula has served our party for 16 years now. A boy or a girl of 16 years now is in secondary. We cannot, I'm very sure you cannot say that he's the only person with ideas from where? From Eastern Uganda.
Okay.
No, you cannot say.
So maybe could we say that if like today residents from Eastern region have entrusted you, should we say that
I'll serve one term. I just want one term.
Then
I just want one term to show Ugandans how it is done when you are a good student of President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Someone who doesn't fight President Museveni. President Museveni is supporting this candidate for MP. For you, you're supporting an opposition member of parliament.
Dr. Lumumba, people say Entebbe woman. So
I was in the UN. When did I live in the UN? How much am I earning in Uganda? That in the UN, I was by that age I was getting $8,000 US. You get it?
Yes.
I was enjoying good cars. You get it? I was enjoying. I was flying in planes. But I'm here in Uganda. Do you know why? Because I am supposed to listen to His Excellency the President. He told me in New York on 21st September 2017, I want you back home to go and mobilize your fellow young people. And I listened. A word of the President is a directive.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be a listener of the President. When he says, Lumumba, now, let us do this for the young people of the East, I'm going to do that. Not someone who's going to fight the President. You remember, Captain Mike Mukula, one time he wanted to contest against President Museveni. How do you do it? How dare do that? And he contested against President Museveni, who has sacrificed all his life. The man does not sleep. Night and day he's working for Ugandans, and for you standing against him. Okay. Who are you, Captain Mike Mukula?
Okay, maybe, Doctor, another challenge, say like in Eastern region, is also poverty, whereby we see in most cases whenever they rank, you can see Karamoja, Bukedi leading. And recently, we've been seeing some leaders coming up with the development plans and so forth. That we think that, in my own observation, I think it can yield in gradual process. But all these issues of poverty and so forth is brought back or bounced back to the leaders. Maybe what strategy as a SEC member, since you said that in SEC you can at least raise some concerns that can be given priority. How are you going maybe like to help this development plan to be effective?
Thank you so much. It's unfortunate, by the way. We should not talk about this issue lightly. We should not handle it lightly. The issue of poverty in Eastern Uganda, when they're saying Bukedi is number 2, they talk about Karamoja in north, the other side. Then they come to Tinji Pinase, they say Busoga is leading. When you look at sickle cell, it is still Eastern here, Busoga, and some parts of Bukedi. Jiggers, saying Busoga, and even here, some families still have jiggers. People still present in hospitals with diarrhea-related illnesses just because they don't have water, safe water. You know, people are still coming up with malaria across the country. Uganda actually is amongst those countries that have got the highest malaria burden in Africa. And malaria is all about not sleeping under the mosquito net, you know.
You have made me recall one of the family members telling that it seems current drugs are no longer effective to malaria.
Yeah, we have a challenge of what we are calling antimicrobial resistance. People are misusing drugs, and so microorganisms, what we call germs, that cause these diseases, are developing now immunity. They are developing a way of not being killed by these drugs, so which is so unfortunate. Now, going back to the issue of poverty, we cannot say that Eastern Uganda does not have an extension of services that the President has extended to other regions.
Actually, you can see factories in Tororo and in Busia. You heard of the construction of export border zone market and so forth.
We have even gold in Wagagai.
We have gold. We have one stop border post whereby we are told that is the most leading entry point where government is raising revenue.
Good.
But still is
so
considered
so it goes back to leadership. That you have all these opportunities and the resources,
yes,
but still you're not poor. I mean, it's still you are not ensuring that your people are not poor. You have the border, but the people in Busia are still poor or broke.
That is Busia and Malaba.
Busia and Malaba. You have the lake here, but Igloo Fishing Factory is closed because of one issue or the other.
Currently, it is functional.
Yes, it's functional, but for how long has it been? It has not been functional.
Quite some years.
For quite some years. So the people of Majanj, what have they been surviving on, and the wider Busia? So it goes back to leadership. Who is there to have a candid discussion with the president of this country, His Excellency President Museveni, and say, Your Excellency, look at this ranked number 2 in poverty. That's not a good indicator. Yet, Your Excellency, you have programs that are running. Can we go and have a discussion with leaders from Bukedi in their diversity? Can we go and have this discussion? How do we catalyze? Because we're not going to bring something that is new. No. People are here. People have brains here. People have what they want. They know what they want to do or what they have to do to get out of poverty. What they need is just an enzyme
to catalyze
the process, to speed up, to fast track. Have you ever seen Eastern Uganda Development Plan? Have you ever seen it?
No.
Have you seen Wukedi strategic plan, development strategic plan? That is led by all people, not a few people seated in under tree or under something like this and are discussing, but making sure that we go to the villages. Villages tell you what they want to see in the next 5 years or 10 years. You go to the parishes, you go to the sub-counties, you go to the districts, and say you are amalgamating from village to parish to sub-county to constituency to district and then to sub-region. Did we ever have that process? Did we have any discussions in support groups? Group discussions with key discussion question. How do we develop ourselves from poverty to prosperity? Did we ever have that? So it goes back to leadership. There is a disconnection between President Museveni, what he does every day for Ugandans, and the people we have in the region. They're not bridging that gap. How many times has President Museveni come to Eastern Uganda, even Busia here? Many times. But who has ever asked the president, Your Excellency, we want to have a candid discussion, which is not political oriented, but development oriented, people centered? How many or who has ever done that to the president? Who has ever seen? Because Prime Minister is the leader of business, of government business. How many times has the Prime Minister been invited to come and have discussions now with district leadership, cultural leaders, opinion leaders, and young people representatives? Who has invited the Prime Minister? We are inviting the President to come and be part of our celebration. We are celebrating poverty. We need to change. We need to change. We are no longer going to celebrate poverty in Eastern Uganda. We are going to celebrate transformation, socioeconomic transformation in Eastern Uganda.
I've never heard of that celebration, celebrating poverty. It's like
when MPs call President Museveni to come and celebrate what? Thanksgiving. What is Thanksgiving about? What? When you have people who don't have what to eat. People have embarrassed the president several times. I'm going to make sure we stop embarrassing the president.
Okay.
That we are calling the president to come and launch development projects. Obotali. President Museveni alikuja okulaunching akatali, even if it's a sub-county level, that makes sense.
I see.
Than the president coming to be invited, and when the president doesn't come out, the president refuses to come. You get it? Even him will be happy to say that, oh, in a particular village, young people with the women and elders have organized themselves into a group. What they're lacking is 20 million to buy a machine. You get, to add value to either cassava, amogo, or something.
Actually,
he'll be very, very happy.
If you talk about like fresh cassava, normally see they ferry on motorcycles,
Can the president say, give us, buy for us, give us, buy for us even fusos or canters, and he sends. He can do that if we are asking the right questions. You get it? That maybe the ghetto, the young people in the ghetto youths, want maybe a car washing machine,
so that they can come
spray
up with
and maybe welding machines. You get it? He's also the president. How much does car washing machine cost? Maybe like 5 million. You get it? We identify ghettos or young people in towns, like 30 groups, at 30 times 5, 150 million. His Excellency can send us that money. You get it? So these are the things that we need to be doing, that other people are doing. President Museveni is going to different regions to launch factories, to launch things that benefit the people. Here we are inviting him to come and, Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving for what? When you have people who have slept with no food. When people have, young people have gone to school and have no jobs. Doing that right now, we are professional exporters of slaves. Young people have gone to school to study economics, statistics, whatever they have studied, even nursing. They've gone to Arab world as slaves. They've gone to Arab world as, they're called maids. And then you hear that a young person was killed, slaughtered.
The alarm on social media and so forth.
You get it? Why should young people be first be graduating? You get it?
Yeah.
Parents have wasted money at school, taking these young people to school for them to end up in Arab world as maids. And then we clap. And Lumumba is not going to clap for that. I'm not going to clap for that.
Okay.
I want His Excellency the President to come and have a discussion with young people. Intergenerational discussion, dialogue. Young people of Uganda, what do you want to do? And we tell him, Your Excellency, young people of Uganda are a heterogeneous group. We are not homogeneous. We have young people from towns, we have young people from peri-urban areas, and also from the villages. Those are 3 layers now. But we also have young people with the PhDs, with the masters, with the diplomas, with the certificates, and those with only primary living education. Your Excellency, given our different categories, we have various ideas we want to do. As others are in music, others in social media, others want to be in agriculture, mechanized agriculture.
Yes.
You see leaders going to distribute hose. In 2025, we're talking about modernization of Uganda.
Hand hose.
And the hose. You see, and people were clapping. Hey. Guys, mwachana hiyo maneno. Stop distributing hose. Okay. Go and distribute tractors. We want mechanized agriculture, not handheld agriculture. Mwachana hiyo maneno.
Dr. Lumumba.
I mean, Chiswaza, we are laughing, but Chiswaza, that in 2025, we are still distributing hand holes.
True, and
then we are happy.
Okay.
They're calling musicians, 2010 young people.
Yeah, okay, thank you, dear viewer. Here I'm with Dr. Lumumba. He's vying for the post of Vice NRM Chairperson, that is at SEC level. And according to the information or what he's trying to deliver, I think you can make a right decision. It is you now to make the decision, because there is somewhere you want Eastern region to be, starting from your district. So it is you now.